Hi guys, it's your girl here, Anastasia on the ones and twos, threes and fours, coming to you live and in color. So today has been a day. I don't know what messed up my shirt here, but whatever. It's not about that today. I just want to come on here and talk to you guys. Today has been very interesting. I bought a vehicle a couple months ago, and for God knows what, this vehicle had put me through some things. Broken some friendships and stuff like that, and it's been going through. And I will say, sorry for the intermission, my lip was dry. Let me mean, I am presently working on getting these back in stock. Bestseller, my coconut glass from Lush Me. Yeah, they're presently out of stock right now, but I'm working to get them back in stock so it can be on your lips and your lips can look just like how my lips right now. But yeah, so with that whole situation, I had to go through a lot of like ups and downs, mechanics, stuff like that. I have some amazing friends who helped me along the way, and I'm so grateful for them for stepping in and helping me, and also help me in this journey, because obviously I have never purchased a vehicle by myself. I started driving at like 15, 16, but nothing to say professional, not on the road or anything like that. In the Caribbean, you have like dirt roads and stuff like that, and where I was working, it was dirt roads, so it was never on the main road with other cars and stuff like that. Never did that. But I have knowledge of driving, reversing, parking, that kind of stuff. I knew the basics. So one of the things when I came to Alberta last year, before I decided to move, I noticed that in order to be successful here, you must have a vehicle to take you from point A to point B. And I made it my duty to get my G1 before moving. Got it, and came. Initially, I wanted to like go through the whole process in Toronto before coming, but that didn't happen. I got here, I actually got the G1, which in Alberta, you call it a class 7. So that's basically a learner's permit, yada, yada, yada. In Toronto, you wait 8 months. In Alberta, you wait a year. Anyhow, who's got that. That was a hassle, because where I used to live, I had to come all the way down into the city to get that whole stuff sorted out, and it cost me a lot, because at the time I didn't know much about the transit here, so it was a lot. Got that paperwork sorted out, got all those information sorted out, and it brought me to where I am now. I decided to enroll in a driving school, which worked out to be the best option that I had. And to my trainer, she is amazing, very patient, very understanding. I don't know, her approach to teaching was amazing, and I'm a quick learner, so it was just easy going. My first day, I was behind the wheel and all of that good stuff, and it paid off. Didn't get my license one jump. I'm not gonna sit down here and go on like if I get one jump. There's a lot of technical things that happen. Not really technical things that happened. My first time, this stupid guy, when I was crossing lanes, he beeped, and if you beep while you're doing your test, or somebody honk at you while you're doing your test, it's automatic fail. So I failed that. I went back the other day, the second day after that, and it was a whole big drama with that whole situation because I was like doing my parallel parking and it was in front of somebody's house, and he got upset and he came out and he started banging on the car, and he and the director got into it, and it's like it's a public street, and they got into it, and this is a whole lot of. And then added to that situation, because the first guy, it was a guy, he said I technically passed, but because they beep, he had to automatically fail me. He just, after you do your test and all that other stuff, they give you like pointers for your next time, whatever. He said to me, just, be a little bit more slower on your turns, and all that good stuff. So I went the second day thinking that, okay, I got it all in the bag, boom, boom, boom. Went on the second day, that stuff started happening, and I don't know, but the directors have like this big laptop, and she was like, she gave me the laptop was in my lap, and she was like, continue, because she was filming the guy just in case, it had to go to court or whatever the case may be. And all of that, and I was still continuing to do my parallel park and whatever. Anyways, she said that I took too long to turn. So for that reason, she had to fail me. I was like, fine, it is what it is. But because of the circumstances that happened and all that big explosion, she's like, I should not have reacted the way that I reacted, because if you were driving for real and something that happens, then how would you manage it? And I was like explaining to her, that's different, because I'm here to do a driving test in order to pass to get my license. That's total different situation, and me, a licensed driver, and that kind of stuff happened. I could deal with it, many different ways. But because I am in a test situation, I have to, act accordingly. Anyways, she failed me, whatever. And then I went back to do it, I think 3 weeks after. I was really devastated about it because it took a lot out of me, and there was so much stuff happening at that same time, and I got disappointed with other things that are happening in my life, and it was a spiral, out of control kind of vibe where that is concerned. And my life was just like, oh my god, there's so much positive things happening, but the negative just keep coming. Anyways, and at that point I decided to cut my hair, and I was just going through it. With work, I felt burnout, I didn't felt motivated. I just felt like I was losing myself, and it was bad. Depression set in, doubt set in, everything started to affect me in a way that I can't even describe, honestly. It just was horrible. I haven't felt this way in years. I've been in that place before, but it has been years, and I thought that I overcome everything that I was dealing with at that particular time in my life. But yeah, fast forward to now, I went back and I got the same lady, and I, reminded her of what happened the last time, and boom, boom, boom. Anyways, I ended up passing, thank God. And my vehicle was still not ready to be on the road and all that jazz. And the unsurety of the vehicle and the safety of the vehicle and all that other stuff had me in a chokehold, because I did all of that and I did all of this in order to have a vehicle because in Alberta, the winter is very bad. I hate taking public transportation. And although I love my Uber, I spend way too much money in Uber and all that good stuff. So I needed it, and I know how my situation was set up that I really wanted to get a vehicle before the winter. And finally, everything is done. My vehicle is up and running. We still have some minor changes to do. Probably in the summer, there's a lot of things I want to upgrade and remodel and do all that good stuff. But for the most part, everything is done and up. And the reason for this video, basically, and I was rambling all throughout, is to just thank my family, my sisters, my in-law. They helped me tremendously, and my close friends. You guys know who you guys are. They have helped me tremendously to overcome everything that I was overcoming. And as I said in my previous video, I am not one to talk about all the things that I'm going through and be this vocal, but I realize, being by myself, that I need to stop making my pride get the best of me, and if I really need help, to reach out and try to get the help that I need. So I'm just grateful to have the friends that I have. I'm grateful to have the family that I have right now. And when I say family, like, me and my family never was the best, and we're working on that, and we have been working on that, and I'm feeling 100% of, you know, where my life is going and all of that. There's a lot of things that are still affecting me, but I look at it as a one day at a time type of vibe, instead of, like, you know, holding back. I'm learning to love again, and I'm also learning to accept love, and that's something that's very hard for me to do, accepting love and really thinking if this love is authentic and if it's real. I think that's one of my biggest things, even though I know what I feel when I say I love somebody, but receiving it, it's a whole different ball game for me, and it has been something that has played with my mind for a while, because I've had so much people who came into my life who claims that they love me and they support me and they are here for me, but when shit hit the fan, they're nowhere to be found. And yeah, so that's that. I just want to come on here and just give thanks for God and the people that are in my life right now, because without them, I don't know how I would have made it through, honestly speaking. And I did my face today because I was running up and down, up and down, up and down, and I just said, you know what, let me just put on the camera and talk to the people and say exactly what's on my mind at this moment. And yeah, so I hope and trust that this message, you know, uplift you, motivate you in some way, shape, or form to never give up on your dreams, never give up on what you set out to do for yourself. It might not happen when you want it to, but it will definitely happen once you put in the work. And if you don't put in the work, you will not reap the benefit. And just be humble and just be grateful and love the ones that love you, and keep on pushing, never give up, and anything is possible. If I can do it, you can too, honestly speaking. And with that said, remember, I beat and I beat for the gods. Bye.